Good morning. My name is Angelica, and I'm here to channel another message from you from Thoth and Hermes Trismegistus. And this will be on the subject of why humans crave meat. Okay? So, one moment. Humans craving for meat is far more than something we can trace to early humans or evolution. It is not merely the predatory hierarchy or animal instincts. The meat products that we consume today come primarily from sources where animals have been painfully and tragically slaughtered. And when that happens, the meat retains that energy of trauma, of lower vibrations. And if you are someone that still holds significant trauma in your lower chakras, root chakra, sacral chakra, then it is what you are attracting. We are always resonating with those vibrations, those energies that most align with our energetic bodies. And so we crave and we are fulfilled and satiated by those meals that contain not just high levels of protein, but rather the energetic imprint that most closely matches our sacral and root chakra woundings that remain unhealed. It is like two forces coming together and feeding onto each other. As you move along in your spiritual journey and do the work, whatever that looks like to you, whether that's sound healing, quantum healing, energetic work with healers, Reiki, psychotherapy, whatever that looks like to you, as you begin to resolve and overcome those and become new versions of yourself, that stagnant energy in your lower chakras begins to dissolve and dissipate, at which point those cravings will start to subside. Okay, I'm also being shown why pregnant women may suddenly start to crave meat. Okay, so from the time the woman becomes pregnant, as the fetus develops, the soul can take the soul can decide, the soul that will be incarnating into that physical vessel, that fetus, can come in at any time. Religious and medical texts may have declared that this happens at a particular time, but in truth, this can happen at any moment. And if that soul that is incarnating into that soon-to-be born baby, if that soul has ancestral trauma of its own, even if the mother had a very non-meat or low-meat diet, or vegetarian or vegan, those sudden cravings for meat come from the fact that that soul in that new vessel is bringing in lots of core trauma in the lower chakras, and so the mother is absorbing that energy and feeling that, and is responding in kind, trying to feed that baby what that baby desires, and that is a match of that lower frequency energy. And so the mother will suddenly crave those sausages and meat patties. Interesting, yeah. So that is why someone who's long been vegetarian during pregnancy may temporarily have those cravings. And it is incumbent on the mother to continue her own healing so that that energy doesn't stay within her own body after giving birth. And yes, that is, I guess I'm being told that is a risk. That is something that when women and their families choose, to become, to build their families and get pregnant at the soul level, they understand that may occur, that they may absorb, that new beings' energies, those incoming energies. So, okay. And they're adding, so watch and observe as your diet changes. And they're also saying, we have heard other channelers, and there is other communication out there stating that holding a certain diet will help you reach enlightenment. But it is actually the other way around. As you reach enlightenment, as you do the soul work, as you progress, you will notice your dietary needs changing. So notice your diet after major breakthroughs, and celebrate those. And you may come to find that after consuming certain food products that are heavy in animal products, that your body can no longer handle them. And this is how the human then slowly lets go of those desires and the consumption of high levels of animal meat in their meals, in their food. Okay? Alright, okay, so that's all for now. hopefully you found that helpful. Yeah, interesting. Because I had been a pescatarian for many years until I was pregnant with my daughter. Yeah, and then I started to crave meat, and then it was really hard to go back to not eating meat, and only in recent times that I've gone back to being a pescatarian. And even then, lately, as I've eaten sushi, my stomach is tore up. So that may be something next that I just let go of altogether. So curious to hear your thoughts. Leave those in the comments, and thank you for tuning in.